That was a nice approach shot you had on 18, buddy.
Yeah, I had a good putt.
Played
too.
that hill.
Oh.
You know the hills to play.
What was that from? About 130?
No, God, no. I did smoke that drive, though. I had 174, plays up 10, so 184. Greens are so good, though, aren't they?
Oh.
Yeah, they are, and I bet they can get way faster.
Yeah. If we didn't have that rain coming tomorrow, I think by tomorrow afternoon it would be getting very crispy.
It's impressive for a guy.
And by Sunday it would
Drinks
be
almost
just
made it.
dead perfect.
So we're getting rain
They
tomorrow.
almost
is
made
that-
it.
Yeah, it's saying from about 9 to 3.
Oh, wow. I'm supposed to play 36 tomorrow.
Yeah. But
This isn't what he
we'll see.
does.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
This is Kyle, but he's on vacation. You all right, bro?
Oh, man.
Call Slash if you need to. He said he's here to help.
Drew's going to give you a ride over to the venue.
It's not this thing.
I got to still talk to him about that.
Are
I
you on
mean,
the
I don't
Wi-Fi?
think it's going to be an issue.
Okay.
I just need to make sure I'm going to go. I go over in enough time because I think he's going a little early with Eric.
Okay.
Okay.
Teasdale isn't coming to this, is he?
We're good?
I don't think so. No, yeah, I mean, I
Who else
ask him
got a
every year.
Corona? They're over there. Mike, anyway, you could just hand those. I think they're ours.
No
I got a
Ma-
water
no
and a
Mason.
Corona.
Andrew
I think
Mason.
Marco
I
got
bet-
the other
yeah, I mean,
Corona.
they just
Yeah.
can't. They always have
Harry
stuff
got a
going
club
on. But
soda, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Club Soda Harry.
What are we doing? Sober September?
No, it's just I got to drive home and I got to do the Eagles game, the post game show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We good to go? We can start whenever?
If you do see the waitress, if she can grab me a water, that'd be tremendous.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
We'll share.
Thank you. I have lip gloss on the shirt.
Nothing else you need to do, Mikey? We're good to just go, right? Okay.
Do you not want this?
Huh?
You
No,
want
no,
that?
you're good. All right. Coming in. All right, hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It on location, as we like to do once a year at the beautiful Country Club of Scranton for the NEPA Invitational in year 4. Very proud of the Mathews for what they're doing out here. It does seem that we always get the nicest day
I know.
of the tournament. Sometimes I feel bad about that, but
yeah, we need to start moving this to like Thursday, Friday. I think.
Harry Mays, we'll talk about our round
Yeah.
in a little bit. Danielle, great to see you in person.
I love this. I feel like you guys have to move to Jupiter so we can be
All right.
together.
I'm in.
I'm in on that.
I'm
We just
in.
gotta
Yeah,
convince
my
the
wife would
wives.
love to get rid of me. Are you kidding me?
And of course, we're joined by Brandon Mathews, fresh off of his practice round. Brandon, thank you again for having us, first of all. Congratulations for what is growing into an incredible event, like something that started as an idea. We talked about this with you, I guess, a month ago, is now turning into something incredibly special. We're proud of you
Yeah,
and
thank
what you're
you.
doing. Just talk about this weekend and how everything's coming to play.
Yeah, it's been great. I can't do this without my entire board, right? Everyone from my agent Drew, obviously my wife is the tournament director this year. She's done an amazing job. Eric Shrive, I mean, I can't say enough about him. He's been incredibly instrumental, and that's the least I could possibly say, right? I mean, he put together a dinner that's 400 people tonight for Harmony for Hope, and I actually asked him, I'm like, how do you still actually have a job that pays you? Because, I mean, he's put so much time and effort into this. And, he was a lineman at Penn State, and
I
he's
was
like
gonna say,
6'8".
provide some context.
So I wouldn't want to say no to him either. So it's, but he's been tremendous, and he's playing in this, and I hope he just has the greatest weekend and enjoys himself because he's put in so much hard work. But everyone on this board deserves so much credit. Danielle and I obviously do our fair share, but we definitely couldn't do this without them.
No doubt. So obviously this benefits some local charities, Janet Weiss Children's Hospital. We'll talk about some of that and what you guys have going on tonight. But let's talk about the golf for a second, since we just got off the golf course. Talk about the event. People that are coming out to play. We talked about it when you were on, right? We're in Scranton, PA, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure at first when you tell people, hey, you're coming out here, but as we know, once you're here, this is someplace you want to come back to. So talk about some of the guys you have coming out and their thoughts on the place.
Yeah, it's incredible. The hardest thing is to get people to Scranton, right? The first year, and once we get them here the first year, they never want to miss it because how special of a place this is. The people in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Northeast Pennsylvania in general are just all down-to-earth, blue-collar people. They're fun to be around. So welcoming to all the professionals and amateurs that come in to play, and it's been so much fun to see what we've made of this, and hopefully we continue to grow it because it's something I've had in my mind for a long time, and it's just a bonus to be able to give back too, right, and have a platform to be able to do that. But junior golf is a big proponent of this event, and we started a scholarship for one of my mentors, right, Billy Lawler, and we continue to do that every year. We had a junior golf clinic the other day and just had a fantastic turnout
awesome.
for that. It was great. And beyond that, it's a platform for some of these pros that are up and coming, right? Like perfect example, we had Ben Griffin win it the first year, right? And subsidize their careers a little bit and be able to give them a little bit more of a comfort pillow kind of to go out and chase their dreams. And some great kids have won it. Dawson Armstrong, Mike Miller helps them out a lot, right? Golf is expensive to play, and to play for a living, it's it takes a lot of money, and we're fortunate enough to provide a little bit of a purse to give these guys a little bit more comfort.
Yeah, you talked about the junior clinics. I was following you on Instagram all week, and you're looking at the videos, and the turnout of the kids, and they were hanging on you. When you're out there showing them how to hit a shot. But talk about how the local area has embraced the actual tournament with turnout and people just coming out to enjoy the golf.
Yeah, it's amazing. And that's the thing we encourage people, right? Come up and watch these professional golfers, interact with them up close, right? There was a couple great tournaments that Mr. Wall brought people up here. Ed Manley brought people up here from Arias. And there was been a lot of professional golfers come through this place, and you always hear stories of the interactions that people had. My dad always talks about how my brother sat on Fuzzy Zeller's lap, right? Those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to have these guys come up and play in an event like this and people be able to interact with them up close is something that's really cool. And we encourage everyone, especially bring your kids out and see some pretty good golf up close.
Now, the person that's in charge of the greens here, can you just point out their vehicle for me in the parking lot?
I'll tell you what.
That's all I'd like to know.
Aaron is so amazing at what he does.
He's an evil genius.
I mean, it's incredible. Just talking to him, his intelligence about agronomy is just so off the charts. And the way he's able to maintain this golf course, we get a lot of play here. Mm-hmm. I would say, without knowing the numbers, I would say we have to be in the top 1% of private clubs in the country with how much play we get here. Wow. And he's able to keep this place in this kind of condition for almost the entire year. And I don't know what he does, but I can't imagine it's anything short of a miracle how he's able to maintain this place how he has. We're so lucky to have him. And it's funny, I always tell people the story. I first met him at the club up the road, no name spelled backwards, right? That's where I grew up playing. It's 5,700-yard public golf course. My dad paid $50 a year for me to be a member there, and he started out on the grounds crew there.
Oh, wow.
And,
wow.
Obviously worked really hard, and he has his roots here. He loves this place, and I haven't seen anyone work harder at their job than him.
Yeah, we were joking. I was joking with Marco and Jim and Moose that once you get to the green, let's just make it a two-putt because I have no idea where this breaks. I need a caddy, and I don't have that here. So, but it's like the hole was over once I hit the green. That's where the work begins at this golf course. Once you hit the green.
Yeah, 100%. It's the thing I love so much about this place is for someone that is more of the high-level golfer, high caliber. Your imagination can run wild, the different ways you could play shots, right? Mm-hmm. you look at a shot, pin might be in the middle of a green, right? And you can hit it inside 10 feet 8 different ways and use different slopes. And you have to think your way so well around here when it's playing, especially when it's playing firm and fast. It's just one of my favorite courses in the world, and it's so much fun to play.
Now, we always talk about a bunch of the courses in, the Gap in the Philly area. We were able to put together, Member for Day, a bunch of courses outside of Gap, but we also have currently an online auction hosting a plethora of courses that listeners can still bid on. Talk about some of those courses that we have available online that people can still kind of get a shot at playing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great golf courses up here, right? You have Fox Hill, Elmhurst, Glen Oak, Glen Mara. This place, obviously.
Some Philly courses
Is Fox
in there.
Hill where you spent a lot of your
Fox
youth,
Hill was
right?
where I was a member during high school, and I spent sun up to sundown there almost every day of the summer, right? Another great golf course, Wyoming Valley. It's one of the original Tillinghasts in the country, and it's so good. I played there the other day. They did a restoration. Andrew Green came in and did it, and he did an unbelievable job. The bunkers are now, they used to be kind of sketchy, right? Now they're fantastic, and that place is just one of the most fun places to play.
He
It's
just
like,
did East Lake. He's like
Yeah.
one of the hottest
Oh,
guys
yeah.
going right
yeah,
now.
and he came and did Wyoming Valley.
Wow.
This place is so rich in golf history, Northeast Pennsylvania, because when this area was booming during the coal era, right, it was golf course architecture golden age. So, we have 6 Tillinghasts, we have a Walter Travis, and then even past that, we have a Reese Jones and Herds and Fry here. And, it's pretty cool to see what we have here in this little area that no one really knows about. But, also in the auction, I mean, you have Binghamton Country Club, which is amazing. That's a Tillinghast as well. Just it's an hour north of here in New York, right? And you have Shawnee, right? I think that was actually the first Tillinghast, if I'm not mistaken, the first ever that he built. And then, Rolling Green is, I think, one of the most underrated golf
One of my
courses
favorite
in
logos,
Philly.
too.
Great logo.
We
He's in
talk
our top
about
10.
that place way too much.
Oh, all the time.
It was in our top 10, and it made Ryan Ganos, who rebutted our top 10. But
Yes.
Scranton was in both of our top 10s as well,
But,
which is
I
fun
feel
to see.
like there's an asterisk by our top 10 because we drafted it.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
you
true,
know,
right, yeah. No
Yeah,
doubt.
but it's Pennsylvania in general. I think it's one of the greatest golf states. We have so many good ones, and Oakmont and Marion obviously get talked about so much, but
Right.
beyond Oakmont and Marion, you have another 50 golf courses that are just so spectacular. It's hard to choose, a list from 1 to 20 because
Right.
of how many good ones there
And
really
we got
are.
the tour coming here twice next year
Yeah.
for
So
the U.S.
amazing.
Open at Oakmont and then Cricket Club.
It's going to be
How
so
great
much
is
fun.
that?
It's going to be so much
And then
fun.
back around the Aronimink.
That's right, in
For the
26.
26
yeah.
of the PGA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of Philly golf, we have some swag there for SPT.
So slow play Teddy.
That's right. He joined us for we just played one real quick
A
together.
spirited hole of
And
golf we played
very
together.
spirited.
No doubt.
Very spirited.
Well,
he
he-
cracked. Look at him sitting over there. He has no idea where he's even at. I told him I'm putting him in the home after this weekend.
Well, he took my driver. He stepped up onto the tee,
He smoked
and he smoked it in
did.
loafers, wearing loafers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just gets
Impressive.
up there. He doesn't care anymore. He's got that
he
mentality
doesn't
where he's
even
like,
know
I
we're
don't.
behind him right now. He's,
He has no idea.
Awesome. Well, listen, congratulations again on an incredible
Thank
event.
you.
Thank you again for having us out here. I hope everything goes well for the next couple days. I know guys are getting in probably today, later on today, and going to get out there and take advantage of the course. But again, thank you for hosting this for this area. It's awesome to see what this has grown into and continued success for many years to come.
Thank you guys, and just do a little rain dance because the only day it's supposed to rain in a 2-week stretch up here. It's been bluebird days, and it's going to continue to be bluebird days after tomorrow. But hopefully we can skirt the rain a little bit, and everybody can have a great weekend.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon
Thanks,
Matthews.
Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. All right, let's grab Marco to come up. But just a reminder, we are sponsored by Comcast Business, introducing ultimate speed for business, the fastest internet plans yet from Comcast Business, powering possibilities, and DraftKings Sportsbook. We will see the line, maybe for a little NFL.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is-
Big one tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
go Birds, Brandon. By the
Yeah.
way, sorry, I forgot
Yeah.
to say that. But you proud of Hubs?
oh my God, it's incredible. I mean, it's it's wild to think that we haven't done this. And being in year 4, and then tonight, like I said, I might be wearing this to the gala tonight because I'm not missing the pot. I missed it last week. I was so distraught. I go, we always do it Wednesdays.
It's awesome to just see him swinging freely out there, watching him play golf.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean,
and that's what I said. I'm like, look, we have a billion things going on. You go and play. I'll handle the baby. You see her in the morning, night. Like, just focus, get ready.
Yep,
So, yeah.
no doubt. Marco Carolla from Ticks for Good, who played a round with us. We feel like I went 12 rounds with Tyson playing that round. How you feeling after playing the Country Club of Scranton, Marco?
Tired, without a doubt. This place is unbelievable.
Yeah,
I've never seen greens like it.
Ever.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And he plays a lot of golf.
Yeah, Marco hits it great, man.
He does.
I tell you, and the greens wore all of us out.
Baseball player. He's got that baseball player
Yeah.
swing. So, Marco, talk about Ticks for Good. Tell us how this came about, what you guys are all about.
Sure. I'll tell you a little bit myself first. I jokingly refer to myself as a retired school teacher. And then a good friend of mine, Tim Chu, came along. I was actually a head coach at RCSJ Cumberland. I was the head baseball coach there. And we had to fundraise for everything that we did. And Tim is a really good friend of mine. And he said, hey, man, I think there's a better way for you to fundraise. He goes, what if I bought you we bought really awesome sports tickets and you offer them to your players' parents as a way to fundraise? I said, that sounds awesome. And we did it, and it was a huge success. And fast forward about 6 or 8 months, Tim says, I want to go full time with this. How would you like to come work for me? And I said,
Wow.
buddy, you got me. Actually, I think his exact words were, how much do you need to make to get you out of the classroom? And I said,
Sounds very Jordan Spieth-esque.
yes. I said, we can cut a deal, bud. Absolutely. So I've been full time for about 14 months now. So what we do is we source really awesome ticket prizes, hence the name Ticks for Good. And what we do is we team up with nonprofits and give the nonprofit donors an opportunity to make a donation to their favorite nonprofit. And in return, when they make that donation, they're entered in to win those ticket prizes. So I'll give you a quick example. We have 2 tickets to go see the 2025 Masters. So you can go on our website, ticksforgood.org. You could pick any one of our almost 300 nonprofits, and you make as little as a $25 donation, and you're entered in to win 2 passes to Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
Not just the practice round, So we like the premium, ticket packages for a low buy-in, and it all goes to a good cause.
Wow, what a cool idea. I mean,
Very
like,
cool.
how do you brainstorm that? Like, what was that like coming up with? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
So Tim will relish in my comment here, but Tim's a pretty smart guy. I think he's been cooking up this idea for quite some time, and for me, I saw it as a way. I'll say, as on the nonprofit side, raising money for a junior college baseball team, I said there's a lot of other people out there like me that need this help.
Yeah.
They're doing everything else in the world. They're raising families. They're trying to do their job as best as they can. For me, with my players and my students, I didn't have time to go out there and plan golf tournaments. You guys know how long that takes,
Yeah.
or plan dinners or galas or beef and beers, you name it, whatever it was. So it just seemed like such a no-brainer. This was such a good idea, and I'm so happy I jumped on board.
No doubt. So tell us about, if you're a business looking to get involved, if you're a nonprofit, or if you're just someone that's looking to find out more about it, what's the best way to do all that?
Sure. Go to ticksforgood.org. There's a Work With Us tab. Fill that out. If not, just simply send me an email, marco@ticksforgood.org. And as far as a business goes, we source all of our prizes through sponsors. We are a nonprofit ourselves, and what we give in return to our businesses is exposure on all different types of media platforms. This one being an example. We have a Goated Putter sitting on the table here. Our good friends at Goated Putter, created these custom putters for us, and they're really awesome. They're like the coolest thing that I have in my golf bag. So today, I got to tell you, Kevin, who sells us
It met its
to go
match.
to it needs a better handler than me
not your fault.
to take down the Country Club of Scranton,
You tried
because
to give it to me, and I didn't handle it any
It was
better.
almost like a Goodwill Hunting scene. I grabbed him. I said, "It's not your fault.
yeah,
It's not your fault.
yeah.
It's not your fault." I just kept telling him because
I certainly was not a savant on the greens today. I'll tell you that. But so we use really awesome things like these putters to get our sponsor's name out into the world. We go on really awesome podcasts like this. We put our sponsor's logo on our website. Our website gets the traffic of over 260 nonprofits and a ton of other things. iHeartMedia. We get our sponsors out there in any way possible that we can. And as far as the nonprofit goes, it's as simple as going on our website and signing up. It's free to sign up. There's no upfront cost. There's no obligation to use any one of our prizes. You can use all of them or one of them. There's no minimum that you have to raise, and you get your cut of everything. So it's a 72-28 split of everything that we raise. As of right now, we're hoping at one point that we're able to give 100% of our proceeds back to our nonprofit. That's the goal, and the nonprofits are the core of this entire thing that we do.
Awesome. Great stuff. Make sure you check it out. Ticks for Good. Great playing with you today.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
Looking forward to playing some more.
Oh, my goodness. This was awesome.
Talk about how, because it happened to all of us,
Yeah.
how these greens get in your head, where you're just like, your first couple putts might go way by, and then all of a sudden you're like afraid to hit it.
So I was fooled the first 3 holes. I parred 2 out of 3. Right, my first 2 out of 3 holes, I felt pretty good. I was getting off the tee. I was putting the ball in the green. I 2-putted a couple of holes.
Once we got pressed.
Once we pressed after number 3. Once we got
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, yeah, Jim.
Yeah,
thanks for pressing us.
Once Jim pressed
On the par 5?
Yeah.
and then Harry asked me what my handicap was, and
I was just about to
and
ask.
that, and I knew that was a piece of gamesmanship, and I told
Asked
myself
or interrogated. I thought it was a bit,
it was
aggressive.
it was a more of an
Really?
interrogation.
Wait, what did you think he was sandbagging?
I just wanted to know what it was, and turns out there wasn't any.
Oh,
I don't have
That's
one.
when I'm like, I hate to do it.
He told me that was a stone violation. Those were his exact words. And from there, I had a birdie putt, and I ended up 4-putting.
Welcome to the Country Club
I had
of
a
Scranton.
birdie putt from about 16 feet, and I ended up 4-putting.
Yeah,
Oh.
me too.
And it was the most and from there I was like, okay, I'll shake that one off, no problem. And then I did it 2 or 3 more times before the end of the front 9, and from there I just
Then you need to shrink, right?
From there I resigned myself to just hit it and hope, and there's just not a better way for me to do this without a caddy. So
Right.
Thanks, Harry, I appreciate you.
No doubt. Well, listen, thanks for coming up. Thanks
Thank
for,
you, guys.
Yeah, thank
partnering
you,
with us
man.
and
It was-
doing
it
some
was
great
great.
stuff with us. Looking forward to doing some more, and we'll get back out there soon.
No, this was so much fun. I appreciate you guys, and one more time, ticksforgood.org.
You got it. All right, let's take a quick
Thanks,
break,
Marco.
and we will be right back.
I love the head cover, man. That's sweet. Masters colors.
Teddy.
Dude, the whole thing.
Phenomenal.
When I opened the box, I
I
had
need
no
the
idea.
car
I
packed
saw
up and ready
I
to
saw the
go.
mock-ups. I saw the pictures, but you don't know.
Right.
And then I felt the weight.
What's
It
that?
really does feel like.
All right, welcome back to Swing It and Ding It. How you feeling after that round today? Listen, we've been talking. I haven't played with you. We've been talking about your progress, and I told you, I said I've never seen you hit the ball harder.
Yeah.
Than I see you hitting it right now.
You in
Yeah,
the gym?
on some of the holes.
Working on that,
Yeah.
coming back farther.
It happens more on a place that I'm familiar with. When I'm out here on like this place where I'm really not that familiar, you're still like a little weird about a certain line you're taking off the tee or whatever, and you don't really maybe go at it as quite as hard. But it's getting better, man. It really is. Yeah, and I tell you, the drive and the 5-wood that you hit on 18, if you could just bottle that.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to remember from today.
Well, yeah,
That's about
absolutely.
it.
it was sublime.
Yeah,
It was
that's all.
great.
That's about it. Other than that, not so good, but a lot of fun.
But you swung.
That is
You even said I swung slower.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You
I did.
swung
It was the
slow.
easiest
Yeah.
I swung all day.
Yeah.
How'd you feel, Danielle, swinging the golf club? Looked
Oh
pretty
my God,
good.
the first time I took I took it back. I heard my back like. Drrrr. I was like, okay. I was like, that's the first time I moved like that in a minute. Well, before the junior clinic the other day, we were on the range. Quick grabbed one of his wedges, and I go, I'm just gonna hit one shot, and same effect. And I'm like, all right, I got to start moving a little bit here. But once I get back to Florida, baby's almost 3 months, and I'll be in the women's league. I'll be ready to go for our next outing.
Yep.
We'll be good to go.
She rolled up to us on the 10th hole and said she was cold. And I'm like, what? It's gorgeous out here today.
It was cold. I put my hands on Moose. I said, here, look, feel. Like, my hands are cold. With the sun beating down in the back, though, I could probably lose the vest, but...
Spoiled
I
down
mean,
in Florida.
Wow.
It's
I'm a marshmallow. I got soft quick, the blood thinned, you know.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
But
So
it was 47 degrees this morning.
it was, but it got nice quick.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, perfect out here right
Yeah.
now. Tremendous. Big surprise. Scotty Scheffler wins the Tour Championship.
Yeah. Well, it
Um,
kind of is.
Yeah.
He had the lead coming into the last 3 now, and this one he finally puts it away.
Yeah, but this year's different for him, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because, when he bogeys 7 and then he has the sand shank on 8,
Mm-hmm.
Colin got within 2, but then 9, 10, 11 birdie goes back up +5 and just
Yeah.
see you later.
Yeah, he had that mentality this week, like we've seen him so many other tournaments where it's just like when he wants to put the foot down, he can just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he won it because it sort of rounds out one of the greatest years that I've witnessed watching golf. And 7 wins? You had the major, you had the player, you had the gold medal, and now the FedEx Cup. I mean,
There's no question
somebody
mark
put
for-
this out. I don't know who it was, and I apologize, but the tour money leaders for the year, and his caddy
Teddy, yeah.
was like right in there.
It was
and-
like 10 or something.
yes, in the top 15.
Which is silly.
earnings as
Yeah,
a caddy.
as a caddy.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Well, that's what he was saying, a retired teacher. I said,
Yeah.
Speed's caddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
my teacher
Greller?
retired, and-
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Michael Greller. Like,
But it was interesting to see Colin Morikawa, who really kind of like hung around all year.
He
and
did.
had a solid season. Like he never really,
He did.
went
No
nuts,
wins.
no wins. But
Yeah.
and of course Xander's in the top 5. He always is.
Yeah, he had to finish birdie to finish 19 under and a T4, and it included a chip in for birdie on the last hole. I had him, and of course this is the week that he kind of plays a little bit average. $20 under par. Morikawa had the lowest number of strokes, followed by Tigala, and then Scotty.
Yeah.
Wow.
It pays to get the lead.
sure does.
Yeah.
Literally.
And how about Digala gets in the President's Cup?
Yeah.
With Scheffler,
Mhm.
Xander, Colin, Wyndham Clark, and Cantlay as the automatics.
Auto picks, yeah.
And then it went straight chalk. Did our buddy Jimmy Furyk, Burns, Finau, Russell Henley,
Yeah.
Bradley, Harmon, Homa.
Yeah, Homa was
Yeah.
kind of surprising to me because he
That-
has
yeah.
not played well this year.
No.
And he'll even admit it. I mean, he was like dead last in one of the playoff events. I think it might have been the one in Memphis, and played poorly the week after. So hopefully
make
he can
sense.
rebound. These guys can find something like out on the range tonight and be back shooting 4 under par.
Yeah.
in a
Well,
minute.
golf is silly like
Yeah,
that. When
it
you're
really-
hot, you're hot. Well, let's hope
Right.
Max starts heating up a little bit.
But it was the big start of college football that weekend. I don't. How much of this did you guys actually watch? Because I didn't watch that much of it. I was playing
Yeah.
golf and I was watching college football.
Yeah, not a ton. I did watch some on Sunday.
You did?
Yeah, but I just like watching Scotty.
Yeah.
In a position like that to see what he's going to do.
Did
And-
you take over my position for loving?
Yeah, I did. But I wanted him to get that stamp to win this, right? So there
He
was no
deserved
question.
it,
He
yeah.
deserved to win it, and it was
did.
good to see him go out and get it and get the win. So
I agree.
yeah, good for him. And then Mike Weir had some decisions to make, Harold, on the international side, with a lot of Canadians into play, but he couldn't have a whole team of Canucks in
Yeah,
there.
he took 3 Canucks, and I have that written down here. Only 3 Canucks.
And I gotta say, Harry, I asked Moose. I said, "Did somebody write that for Harry? You have really nice
copious
Really?
notes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that as a major compliment
Yeah.
because half the time I'm writing this, I got one eye closed. But Nick Taylor did not make it. I thought that he might make it because he has a win this season. Well, if you remember, way back in Arizona at the Phoenix, he won that tournament, and then he won Canada the last summer. So within 20 months or so, he's got 2 wins, and he didn't make it.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Adam had when
Yeah,
I knew
that's-
wasn't going to make it. I mean, the guy can putt, and he's shown you that he knows how to win. That kind of shocked me a little bit that he didn't get picked.
Yeah.
Minwoo Lee has done nothing all season. We kind of expected him to have a year because the previous year he kind of showed promise, kind of fizzled out. So I kind of was a little surprised that he made it instead of Nick Taylor.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, there was some surprise. And then breaking news that happened this week that kind of
yeah.
caught
Oh, yeah.
the golf world way off guard. Like, no one saw this coming, right? You're wondering, like, is the match, what's going on with that? It had its ups and downs. Did it run its
Kind of
course?
jumped the shark kind of thing, right?
And then all of a sudden, it comes out that Bryson and Brooks versus Rory and Scheffler in mid-December on
what?
TNT. You're like, whoa.
yeah, Bryson and
Tour
Brooks.
versus live. Like, you know
What we
I mean?
all wanted. Like, we wanted
Yeah.
some sort of tour versus live, and now we're
Right.
getting a small sample of it.
Yeah, I
Which is
mean,
wild because the match I went to in Palm Beach and it was fine. I mean, I was even there in person. I'm like, okay, but this, like you said, it's like tour versus live. I feel like
Yep.
this is for some major points, and it also makes you wonder a little bit: is something else cooking that they both, are approved to do? Do you think there's any PGA Tour approval to play in something like this? Or?
I'm sure they have to get. There's
Yeah,
got to
I
be
would- I
some
would think-
sort
I
of.
would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's
I mean-
orchestrating something.
I mean, it is part of the silly season, as they call it, so it's kind of their time off. But
Yeah.
I would imagine they'd have to be, the tour would have to approve a few things. But wasn't the one at the park? That was with Lexi, right? And
Correct.
Was it
And
Rose
Rose,
Zhang?
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
And
cool.
Max Homa
Yeah.
and
Right.
Rory.
Yeah.
So Rory, this is a double match for him.
Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Me too. I'll
Wait, is
watch
that,
it.
Is that
It's-
a win again? Or?
They haven't said if it's going to be at Shadowbrook or
Shadow,
the Win.
yeah,
Shadow Creek.
Shadow Creek.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
they haven't.
Just
They haven't said.
Vegas, but didn't say
Right.
of course. Yeah.
They haven't. I don't know if a firm date has been. They said mid-December the last I saw, but I don't know if they've updated it since then.
I can't get enough of Bryson. I think we're all in
No, I
agreement
know.
there, right?
And I'm dying to see
Did you
him
watch
and
the
Brooks
John Daly
together.
one?
Some of it. I didn't really like. I don't know why
had
I
to
wasn't
watch the
compelled
Trump
to
one
watch
through,
it.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the John Daly one through and through, but yeah. So we got a little bit of a rebuttal from Ryan Gano. We talked about it. But he cheated, right? Because he ruled out the top four: PV,
Right.
Marion, Aronimink, and Cricket, and then he started the top 10 from there.
Yeah,
Right.
like you
So
got
he
to
gave
that
like
you
100
routine.
courses.
Yeah, right.
Come on,
right.
Gano.
And
I
we
hate to do
essentially
it to
only
you.
gave like 2 or 3 each because we went
Yeah.
down a line in a draft. So
But we
it's
weren't
like-
too far off. But he got some crap for going down the shore and picking AC Country Club over Galloway. Some people gave him some crap for that. He did have Gulf Mills. He did have White Marsh, which a lot of people reached out to us and said
Yeah.
that should have been on there. Saucon, Philly Country Club, and then he put Militia Hill. He's a homer though, right?
Right,
Which
right.
I get it, but he's
Yeah.
a member, so
Right.
you got to do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Good for Gano. Good for Gano.
But yeah, he picked like 14 courses.
Yeah,
So it's,
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny though, like the golf off season is short right now with the fall series, right? We have it's the Procure Championship.
Yeah, it
on
was the Fortinet.
The Fortinet on
in
12th,
Napa.
and then
Yeah.
boom, President's Cup at the end of September, and then right back around to the Sanderson Farms
Sanderson
the first week of
Farms.
October. So
Yeah.
it's like there's
That-
no
that
very
Napa
short off season.
tournament was my favorite.
I'm sure.
The Napa.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
enjoyed out there.
Well, that was the whirlewind time for you guys.
It was
like the wedding,
and
oh,
it
yeah.
just got the tour car,
Yep.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have my Legacy Club member guest next week.
Do you?
Yeah.
We've got a not a member. It's the 1912 Cup. They're calling it, and it's a net tournament. So I'm in. It's Saturday,
Oh.
Sunday. The Eagles don't play Sunday; they play Monday night. So I can play.
Oh,
so I
nice,
can do
nice,
it. So
nice.
yeah, we got that
And then you're playing with me on Monday, right,
Right.
at Riverwinds. We're taking some clients out.
on the day the Eagles
Day of the Eagles
game.
home opener.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
Looking forward to that
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah.
So,
Supposed to get
uh,
36 in tomorrow. I hope the weather holds up.
Yeah, I think it
We'll
should.
see.
Like B said, do the rain dance. Let's
Yeah,
keep this
right.
away.
So speaking about the NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple, like picking a player to score a touchdown. Looking at some of the odds, I was checking it out because, you're always looking at division. You got the Birds tonight. That's a weird line with 2 in
2.
Brazil. Like,
Yeah.
who knows what to do with that? The Giants getting 1.5 against the Vikings,
Mhm.
and then back around to the Cowboys getting 2.5 against the Cleveland
Cleveland.
Browns. So very interesting to see what happens there. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the best place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DING. That's code DING for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Only at DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction, void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 160 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
Man,
Hey now.
that's a mouthful. But you talk about All Access GTE. I just got the confirmation on the 4 rounds of golf from me and the wife in Scottsdale in early December.
Nice.
So we're out there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday rounds, and then the bag transport. And really did a fantastic job.
Awesome.
Courses?
Yeah. Weekapaw, one of the
Nice.
ones at Weekapaw. Let me see. I knew you were going to ask me this.
Oh, I'm sorry. But look at him. He got the notes. He got
yeah,
I got
down.
it somewhere in
In the
here.
notes.
But they gave the bottom line.
There's
is,
a lot of great courses.
I love that both of you write. Brandon is like that all the time. I'm like, type it in a Google Doc and then you can share it. He goes, pen and paper.
No,
and
I
you
gotta
two are
write
the
it
same
down.
way. Like that's how I do.
Yeah.
Like everything's on my laptop, typed, written.
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah.
maybe I need to do a pen and paper.
But the bottom line is that they know all these courses and know, like, hey, this
The
one's
spots.
worth the money, like, because
Yes.
they're all expensive.
Yep.
You're not gonna get away for probably $250 to $300 a round out
Yeah.
in Scottsdale in the
Oh, yeah.
wintertime.
Yeah.
But it's like this place is worth it. That one maybe not so much. Like they've got all that insight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go right to the link in our Instagram bio. There's a portal that'll take you right in there to unlock some of these experiences with All Access GTE. They are the best at this. Don't leave it in your buddy's hands to book your trip.
Yeah,
Make sure
and
you
they
check
can
those
give
guys out.
restaurant recommendations, which
everything.
we've already gotten. So,
So it's like a full service concierge.
Yeah.
White glove. There
They're
you
the
go.
best. All right, Danielle, what's the rest of the day? Tell us what the rest of the day, weekend for you.
Oh my goodness, it's wild. It's I was supposed to be at the event center, I think 47 minutes ago, but I decided to play hole one with you guys again just because I was itching a little bit. But I have to somehow get my hair and makeup, dress done. I have to interview the Children's Miracle Kids, and I got to get over to the Cultural Center and get it together because the VIP happy hour with the PGA Tour players starts at 4:30 and it's 2:47.
Wow.
All right, let's get you in the hair and makeup.
Can you
Great,
guys do that for me?
yeah,
One
no,
on
I
each?
got you.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
why
you.
I brought my buddy Jim. He's a hair and makeup
Yeah.
specialist.
I appreciate you, Jim.
Thanks to Mike Powers for making the trek up to the Country Club of Scranton to help us out.
Greatest.
Love being out here once again. Looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite rounds, even though it beats the crap out of me. It's still one of my favorite rounds of the year just to be out here. And congratulations again on the great NEPA Invitational. Make sure you're following everything on social, checking everything out this weekend, and seeing who takes the championship this year. Curious to see who gets it done.
Yeah, we'll get him on the pod next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Thank you.